Myers Metal Detectors, located in sunny Tampa, Florida, where we sell nothing but fun and adventures, treasure hunting gear, and anything you can imagine for metal detecting. Give us a call, 813-237-1939. Happy hunting and dig deeper.
Live from sunny Florida, it's Treasure Talk.
Welcome.
Indeed.
Welcome, folks. Welcome to another exciting edition of Treasure Talk. And tonight we got a big group of folks on here, don't we, Jeff?
Yes, we do. Plus, we have the new and improved Jocelyn Myers on the question board.
Yes, of course. She's there, and she actually had her tooth taken care of today. So hopefully she'll be in a better mood and be all happy because she's got two beautiful new crowns. And
Yes,
I always tell her birthday, her birthday was on Sunday, but her birthday for her is a 3-day event. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
Crowns in her mouth and the one she wears on her head, so
Yeah, so she had a wonderful birthday, and I posted a picture. I took her to the Longhorn Steakhouse, and she got a free birthday dessert, and she was all happy as could be. I was too, because I got half of it, ice cream and cake, so it was awesome.
It wasn't key lime, was it?
No, it wasn't key lime. So I had to eat some. I think it was 5 chocolate something with ice cream, and it was really good. Not that I need to eat that stuff, but it was worth eating it for sure.
Well, it happens. It does.
Yes, it does. And Jocelyn does an awesome job over there, and she won't let me put her on the camera, but one day we're going to just put the camera over there and surprise her, embarrass her as we have.
Well, you'll suffer long before I will.
Oh yes.
I will be reticent to come into the shop. I will promise you that.
She's sitting over there. She's not saying nothing. I'm watching her.
She's plotting. So what's this stuff? You better do your.
Yes, let's get started. Okay, folks. Today's show, of course, is brought to you by your friends at Myers Metal Detectors, where we sell fun and adventure. And the views, thoughts, and opinions expressed here by the Treasure Talk guest and member belong solely to the guest and member, and not necessarily to Phil Myers, Jocelyn Myers, Myers Metal Detectors, or Jeff Monin. And of course, the most important part of Treasure Talk, and I say this every week, our purpose is to promote the hobby of treasure hunting, metal detecting, and to educate our members in a fun, informative manner.
Very good. I just saw in the chat that the young man that won the pay dirt on the prospecting show
Had a nugget?
he just got it in the Richmond show. He just got it in the mail today.
Awesome.
Very good.
I thought you were going to tell me he had a 1 ounce nugget in it.
I don't know. I don't know if he's gone through it
And panned it yet.
He'll find some gold.
That was the neatest show. I like that. That was very cool. I'd like to do that one.
I just was talking to a potential guest today. It's going to be a really good show. We got 2 or 3 of them coming up. It's going to be really interesting.
All our shows are interesting, Jeff.
These are going to be different.
Okay.
And they're going to be good. So what's all this stuff I see sitting in the background there, dude?
Oh, over behind me, you can see. You can actually see a couple of the manticores. I thought they were like the coelacanth, an extinct species, but actually I have a couple back there. And on top of it, I have the Simplex Ultra. I've got the Simplex Ultra. That one is $299 with no headphones. With land headphones, it's $339. With wireless, it's $359, and with waterproof headphones is $459.
That's pretty good. And have you put one together?
No, I haven't put any together because I just got them in the shop here.
Yeah,
but they are all carbon fiber, and they're upgrades of the original Simplex, which they have sold so many hundreds of those units. Or, I should say thousands of those. And they're single frequency, so they're not going to perform like the Legend. But actually, I do have the new Legend in the back room. I've got a couple cases of those. The new Legend has the carbon fiber full shaft, and it has the different size coil that it's not the 11-inch coil. I think it's the LG30 is the coil as the stock coil. So I've got those in stock too. Those are cool. And I still have two of the original versions left. One's my display model and one's a Pro Pack. And I think then the display model's got the wireless headphones. That's $499, and the Pro Pack is $599.
Cool.
So if somebody wants one of those, just hit me up quick because they'll go fast. Because the new ones are more expensive, of course.
Yeah, and we got something coming. We're not going to tell you what it is yet. You're going to have to wait till we get them in stock, and then we're going to show them to you. But this is something that you can only get at Myers Metal Detectors, and trust me, it's going to be something that you want.
Absolutely.
So we're not going to tell you what it is, but we'll just wait till we get them in, and then get your credit card ready, because you'll be wanting one.
Absolutely.
And we see we got, it must have been Jenny Cooper that you approved for Treasure Talk, wasn't it?
No, I thought it was somebody else.
They were here just for Sam and Jimmy.
Okay. Well, I guess
Jenny Cooper.
I could look back on Facebook again.
That doesn't make much difference. They're here, and welcome to them.
Yes. Yeah, we have quite a few members now on Treasure Talk on the Facebook group.
I think.
On the Facebook group, we probably have, it looks like 5,100.
Yeah, there's a lot, and it doesn't show them all.
No. So that's a lot. And then on the Florida Metal Detector group, there's probably a couple thousand.
Yeah.
And
we got a bunch of folks out there.
Yes, we do. And we thank them for being members and for subscribing. And also hit the like or the like button on the YouTube. I think that helps us if they do that, and make sure they're subscribed if they want to win the prize anyway. But I think there's a like somewhere on there.
Yeah, there is. So you punched your button for Myers Metal Detectors Facebook and YouTube, right?
Yes, I hope so.
Well, it's showing. So
okay, good.
We're good.
Awesome.
And
we're not getting anything.
We got a little information for you, Phil, from Johnny Height. He says my Knox 900 from Phil was submerged for 4 solid hours today and didn't leak. Total submerged hours about 20.
Yes, I think they made some major improvements on the MineLab line. I think they had to, because some of the 600s and 800s leaked, but they've hopefully fixed all those problems. And then the new ones they brought out, I haven't heard anything yet of any of them leaking. So
let's hope we don't.
Yes, let's hope that for sure.
Bill Murphy says, hello, everyone. He says, hey, Phil, I will be in this week to buy a new detector.
Nice. I got a couple of them here in stock. So
what are you going to buy, Bill? He'll put it back with your name on it. So
I'll put your name on it. Just put it in the feed. Yes. Put it in the feed. Josh, you could tell him put it in the feed what he wants, and we'll put his name on it for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
That way you'll make sure you got it in stock, because these things go fast.
Yes. No, you type it in there to leave his name in the feed, leave his what detector he wants in the feed, and then we can put it in the back room so it's got his name on it. Because if it's a Manicore, that would go quick.
Okay, well, you know what? We probably better get to getting, hadn't we?
Yes, we're gabbing too much, and I know we got some excellent guests.
Yes, indeed we do. We are going to come tonight with the Trumbull Metal Detecting Club, the D-5 group. And these all were people that were together from that club at Big Stock. So I asked him to be our guest tonight to let you guys know. Some of you are members of clubs, some of you are not members of clubs. And then we're going to talk a lot about all the good advantages of being in a metal detecting club. And as you will see with these folks, I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think they were all friends before they met at the club, and they become fast friends to hunt together and all kinds of stuff. So many, many advantages to joining a metal detecting club. So let's bring them on. We're going to meet visiting tonight with Jim and Kathy Bicorn, Tom Becker, and Jim and Sammy Truckley. So let's bring them on in no particular order. We'll just get them on here and then off to the races. So.
Absolutely.
Hello, everybody.
And there we are.
All right.
Good evening, everyone.
All right, everybody. Now start. Jim and Kathy, introduce yourself to everybody and tell them where you're from and a little bit about yourselves.
Yeah, and the temperature where you're at, and also how long you've been detecting.
Oh my. What is it? What's the temperature?
70.
Hi, I'm Jim Bacorn. It's currently 70 degrees up here in fabulous Northeast Ohio. We live in a little town called Cortland. I myself have been metal detecting probably 20 plus years. I actually started out in South Dakota, and like Phil, I was a dealer for whites, but just not quite as popular as Phil. Go ahead, Kevin.
Hi, I'm Kathy Bacorn, and like Jim said, we live here in Cortland, Ohio. I've only been detecting for a little over a year. Jim got me into it. He bought me a older whites detector on eBay, and I found it a little too heavy to swing. So next thing I know, I bought myself a Legend, and then now I am swinging a CTX 3030.
Woo-hoo!
Well,
She built that arm up and she has to slap you, boy.
Yeah, I'm getting muscles now. It's heavy.
It's scary.
Okay,
Detector though.
Thomas.
Well, I've been detecting since 2019. Bought my first detector from Phil. It was a Treasure Pro from Whites. Bought 3 more from him. I am currently using a Knox, but the Deus 2 is what I primarily run. I joined when I first got my detector. It says turn on and go. I turned it on. I couldn't find nothing. Joined the club. I had people help me out. I was finding all kinds of stuff. I felt good about it. Then when these guys started Trumbull, I took and joined that. Our group went over and helped them get started. Met Jim and Kathy, and then met Jim and Sam. And it's like we've known each other for 20 years, but it's been maybe a year. It's a good time. It's a great hobby. It really is. And joining the club was the best thing I ever did.
Cool. Now we got a Jimmy and Sammy.
I'm Jim Truckley. I live in Colebrook, Ohio. It's probably about 20 minutes north of Tom and Kathy, about an hour and a half away from Tom. And I've been detecting for 3 years and swing the Expedius 2.
Awesome.
Started out with the Garrett.
Yeah, Ace 300, and then I went up to 18 backs, and now I'm with the Deus.
Nice machine.
Yeah, very nice. Very deep. Sure.
I live with him in Colebrook, and I started last year actually sometime. He was more heavy into it than I was. We'd just go and hang out and watch him most of the time. But it kind of got addicting when he started finding some really cool stuff. So I started out with the Garrett 300, and I just got from Phil, ordered the Legend. But before that, I was at the Knox 800, which I primarily swing right now. The Legend is a little bit more of a learning curve, so I'm still trying to catch on to that one. But both are really good in the water. So, and that's what I primarily like to do is beach hunt and water hunt.
No, what beaches do you hunt in Ohio?
Pretty much all the ones we can get to. So there's all the ones along Lake Erie.
Okay.
And then we have some inland lakes that we go to. I mean, it's a lot of trash. I mean, you're gonna be cleaning up a lot of beaches, but we do have some good finds. We did go down to North Carolina, and that's when he brought his down there. I was hanging out with the kids more, but he actually found a beautiful ring, and we came back and it didn't have any identification on it, so we couldn't even return it to the owner, but I feel really bad about that. But just actually had it resized. Our anniversary is on the 28th, so we both upgraded our rings, and here I have a beautiful ring. That ring appraised at $4,850. So, yeah.
Well, I'd say they paid for both the Deas and the Legend.
Absolutely. That's what we say every day.
Yeah.
Plus, Jimmy, you kind of banked some points there, didn't you, dude?
Yeah. When I found it and I found out how much it was worth, I was actually thinking, okay, what detector am I going to buy now? And then you hear, I really like that ring. And then
You hear that all the time. Trust me, the more you find, the more they like.
They always fit too.
Yeah.
Bank the points, ain't that right?
Yeah, that's another one he actually found at one of our beaches up in Geneva,
Yeah.
I believe. And it actually is a heart and it has little diamonds in it. So yeah, that one fits another finger. So
They always fit.
yeah, somehow they do.
It's all the good rings always fit. They always fit.
I just found one, a week and a half ago, and Sam goes, let me see that ring you got. And I showed it to Jimmy, I showed it to Tom, and Kathy says, let me take a look at that. Next thing I know, I don't have the ring anymore. She got it somewhere.
It's on my finger.
I think she put it in a Riker box, and she's claiming it as one of hers.
It was nice.
I'm gonna wear that ring. It's cute.
It had little sapphires in it, right?
Yeah, had little sapphires in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, years ago we'd want to find platinum rings, but now we want to find gold because it's worth twice the price of platinum. And I personally want to find just big fat wedding bands, size 10 or larger. I know they're not going to fit my wife. So, and if they're size 13 and a half, then they'll fit me. So.
You see that comment there?
Nice.
Okay, this question here is from Rick Tumbleson, and he's saying, Sam, when are you going to find something for Jim?
I did. It's right here.
Yeah. That's my first best find.
Yeah.
There you go.
He finds all the good stuff, and I'm not.
He does.
Yeah, just when it's just me and him, it's like every time he goes out, he's finding some.
But Sam, you have to dig your own holes.
Really, Sam?
I knew
There's a story about that.
I knew somebody was going to bring that up.
Uh-huh.
That was actually happened at Dig Stock. So when we went to this field and we were all just kind of spread out a little bit at first, but then we were kind of all together because I was like, oh, come swing, this is what's nice about having, people from your club that you go to, not just that, but, you start swinging over other people's finds to see what it's ringing up on your detector. And then you dig it up and find out, okay, is this going to be good or bad? Well, when we first pulled in there, we started marching out and I'm like, oh yeah, come over here, ring over this. And like Jimmy would come over, I'm like, he's like, oh, that sounds like a good one. And I'm like, well, dig it. So he would dig it, and then I'd have Tom come over, and I'd say, swing over this. What's it sound like to you? And he'd be like, oh, that sounds like it might be pretty good. So I'm like, okay, well, dig it. And then I went and found my own something, and I was going to go and grab my shovel, and I'm like, where is my shovel? I look way back, and it's probably about 100 yards back in front of our car still. I didn't even realize I wasn't even carrying my shovel, and these guys were all digging my holes.
It happens often.
Oh, we had so much fun.
So when did y'all start the Trumbull metal detecting club?
Trumbull Treasure Hunters started in June of last year of 22. There's a local gentleman by the name of Bob Woofter here in Cortland He started the group himself. I got in with them probably a couple weeks after they started. Bob's relatively new to the hobby, and for starting a club, for new detectors, it was nice to get a little bit of luck. And that I knew my way around a detector, and then we got another admin, another co-chair that knows a lot like I do. Anyway, we just put it out there on Facebook that we had a group available, and start looking for members locally. We'd see people out metal detecting. We'd stop, throw them a card, say, "Hey, we're right here in Cortland. Love to have you join us." And that's how we started out.
The group just grew from there, and that's how we met the D-5.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I knew Tom, the other local club to us called Tri-County. Tom was a member of Tri-County, and a lot of the Tri-County members are crossover members into Trumbull Treasure, and then a few of us from Trumbull Treasure are crossover members into Tri-County.
Okay, cool.
Very good. We had a statement here that says that's a familiar looking group. Well, y'all probably remember the Mumbles man who was with me in Digstock.
Oh, yes.
That would be him.
Okay.
So you guys meet once a month then?
Once a month, yeah.
Okay. And at your meetings, what do y'all do?
Well, we like to have everyone dragging their finds. Let's see what everyone's found in the last month. Anyone's having any problems with their detectors or tips and tricks. Someone might get a new detector. We get some people in that are completely green, have never slung a detector before. They might come in and set a couple of meetings and talk to us about what we find, useful to us. And then, of course, you just kind of fit them in. Where's your budget? What kind of hunt you want to do?
What's really nice is we have a very knowledgeable group of people. We have some young people. We've got some older, people in the group. We got some people that have been doing this for quite a long time. And they're all open to answering any questions anybody has, or, showing you how to use your detector. Or it's just, we've got a really, really diverse group of people, and it makes it really nice.
Yeah, that's one of the
needs anything, you just tell them to call Phil.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, usually we do that.
We have been doing that.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you doing that. I've been a member of a club since probably, I think around 1998. I joined the Tampa Club. And, most of the clubs operate pretty much the same way. Do you have a monthly hunt competition?
No.
No, we do not.
Okay, our club has a monthly hunt competition where people bring their finds in, and they'll have 8 different categories. They'll have fossils, fossil single group, and coin single and group, and then artifact single and group, and things single and group.
Tri-County, the first club I'm in, it's a bigger club. Every month we have one. There's a 1 to 5 year group, and then a 6 on up. So, you're in a group that if you just started out, but people put their finds there. Everybody looks at it. The rest of the club, they vote on it because I help work that table. The people who get the most votes, like we have a silver, a regular coin, a jewelry, and then anything else you want to put it, a car or a truck or an axe, whatever you find. If you got the most votes, you get a silver dime. And you also get tickets for everything you put on the table. And at the end of the year, they do a drawing and they have a gift they give away and stuff. And then Tri-County, it's a bigger group. And if you're at a lot of times we do our meetings with a permitting out at a park somewhere, and people are willing to help you. But where you get into Trumbull, it's made to help people, because there's people who joined. Well, when I first showed up there was 14 people, and there was only like 5 of us that have ever detected and have detectors. So we bring our spare ones out, take them out in the field behind the property where the meeting's at, and help them learn how to do it. They can swing our spare stuff or walk beside them and talk to them. We've had buried treasure. Jim helped me bury some coins and rings and stuff, and we gave everybody a sheet to figure out how deep it was and what they thought it was. And at the end, we told them what it really was. We brought a bunch of pinpointers in and showed them how they each worked and how to fine tune them. People didn't know what they had in their hand. They didn't know how to use them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Plus how to dig and recover a hole.
Oh, that's bad. Oh,
Never mind. I won't say nothing.
yeah.
Well, it looks like we have a question from Tin I guess it's Bumbles Man. Did they ever find some good barbecue at Digstock?
We did. The last night we were in town, I forget the name of that restaurant, but
What do you remember, Sam?
I don't remember, but the first one that we went to,
That's where we met.
actually,
Jeff was there too.
yeah,
Yeah,
Jeff-
that's
Oh,
right.
yeah,
You
yeah.
met Jeff there.
yeah, he was walking through there, and that was not anywhere near barbecue. I don't even.
Was not anywhere near good either.
No, it was not. But the last day, yeah, I would have to go back and look at the pictures to see if.
we ran into a few dig stalkers out there as well. There was a lot of people running around with their name tags on,
Yeah.
and they were easy to pick out.
That was ribeye something, the steakhouse.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Oh yeah, ribeyes.
It was the name of the
Ribeye.
steakhouse.
There you go.
I think that was the name of it. It was good.
Yeah, the name of the steakhouse was the same thing they were serving up mostly in there.
Yeah.
So.
Show 'em the days.
Yeah, we almost went there, but we decided to book it on Sunday. So,
Oh,
Yeah,
excellent
yeah,
food.
we remember. Yeah, you turned us down, Jeff. You ran.
right, I said, "Hey, I can't stand y'all no more."
Yeah.
Well, when you're in North Carolina on a Sunday and it goes from sunny to rain to snow and the wind's blowing the tent around,
Yeah,
I get that in Ohio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, right there, I was in full Popeye mode.
No.
That all I can stand? I can't stand
Then,
more.
yeah, it was time to go.
Oh, geez. So yeah, Tom, like your clubs, our club does the same thing. We have the competition, and if the people win the category, they get a silver dime, and then they give them points for each category they win. At the end of the year, they can win a free membership for first place and a silver Morgan dollar and a couple other prizes for second, third, and fourth place.
Do you guys do a seated hunt at the end of the year, Phil?
Oh yeah, we do a huge one where they'll put out normally around $1,000 worth of silver
Wow.
Nice.
on the beach.
Yeah.
So it's like a 20
Amazing.
minute, maybe 15, 20-minute hunt. Although some of the guys stay out there because they never find everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
There'll be some prize tokens for different things, and then we have a super raffle. You know, before the pandemic, we had I think around 112 members. And then the pandemic hit, and they kind of made us stop because we were in a Hillsborough County recreation center, and that was shut down immediately. And then we bounced around a little bit to the American Legion. That didn't work out very well because of the live music on Friday night, and that was the only night we could meet there.
Mhm.
No.
So now we're fortunate. One of our members, and you've probably met him on here, Richard Schmitz, he has a coin store and a big meeting area in this first story of his two-story building. And it works out perfect for our club to meet there. And we just pay him a small rental fee, and we've got a great place. So we'll never go back to the rec center again.
Nice.
Yeah, on Tri-County, they do a annual hunt. September's the last month of our year, so they have to be at $0. We're a nonprofit.
Yeah.
So they go out and we do 3 seated areas. You got like the pennies that have the wheats and everything else in them, but they have the tokens you win from. And you have a nickel and foreign coin. And the last one is your silver with your clad. But then when you're done, you come up back in. You get to keep everything you find. If you have anything, tokens or items with numbers on it, that adjoins to the table that's the gift table up the front, and your winning table. And last year we gave away 3 metal detectors where the top was, but there was pinpointers and books and finds boxes and everything. They do that yearly. So these guys will do it this year with us.
Now, do you guys have special guest speakers from time to time?
We had a gentleman that's over in Pennsylvania that is our nearest Garrett dealer. Him and his son come out one evening and probably, oh man, he must have drug out, I don't know, 12, 15 detectors.
Yeah.
And he had bundles he was selling. He was selling individual detectors, but he talked to us for quite a while, and he even threw in some stuff for us that we could raffle off or give away at our Christmas
party.
So the one of the big differences between Trumbull treasure hunters is we charge no fees whatsoever. It's all free whenever we have our meetings. I know the Tri-County does it as well. Everybody brings in something to eat. Bring in some dessert, bring in some chips, whatever. Usually we'll pitch in for pizza or whatever. But then with Tri-County, Tom, correct me if I'm wrong, they do have a fee every year to join up. It's like $20 a month for a family. It's what, 24
No, it's
bucks
$20 a person, and then it's $24 for a family. So if you
for
had
the year.
For the
yeah, for the year. So if it was me, I paid $20. But if you had somebody had a husband, wife, and 3 kids, it's only $24 for all of them. And then the club has raffles every time we have a meeting. We supply the main meal. Everybody brings in sides and desserts. So
Yeah, our club does the same, Tom. Our membership's a little more expensive. It's $35 for an individual and $50 for a family.
Okay.
But
That's still
at
fair.
the end of the year, we have like a barbecue place supply the barbecue, and the members will sometimes bring a dessert. Or we do like Mission Barbecue or one of the big barbecue places. It's always nice. Our club years ago, the board members would be stuck with grilling and cooking. And when I got onto the board, I said, no more of that. Let's just charge a little more and get it done catered so that everybody gets to have a fun day. And nobody's working all day cooking.
now during the weather that permits, we don't go inside for a meeting. We'll pick a park, and then you can show up anytime during the day and hunt the park. The meeting always starts at 6:30. When the meeting's over, you can hunt till dark or whenever you want and go home. So
Yeah.
and then they'll go out and plant coins and tokens that they don't tell you where they plant them. There's still some buried in parks that nobody's ever found.
Oh, that's funny.
We're on the hunt now.
Yeah. And we try to get a guest speaker like we do on the show here with you guys being on.
Yeah.
We try to get a guest speaker at the Metal Detecting Club, and we've had some pretty impressive ones come in and talk. So it's been nice.
We're not that fortunate. Yeah,
There earlier, I was going to mention there earlier, you asked about who swung what detectors, and of course I kind of blobbed that out and forgot. I mentioned that I had sold for white, so I'd been swinging an XLT for the last 20 years, and then got turned on to the Nocta products. I ended up with one Simplex Plus, and then a lady that we know that was a member of one of the clubs. She come down sick, debilitated, could no longer walk. She put her detector up for sale, and I bought it.
Nice.
I had another. I had 2 coils with it, so I'm sitting on 2 Simplex Pluses, plus my XLT, plus my M6, which is a white. Kathy switches over, and she gets the CT 3030. So now I got a legend I get to pick up and start swinging.
Well, we've got some questions coming on here, but Jim, first I want to say I swung an XLT for a long time. That was probably one of my favorite detectors.
That is my favorite backup. I just pulled it back out of the truck the other day and started swinging it.
He was just using it again the other day.
For relics, I would put the 4-inch on it, and I mean, back in the day, that's all we had for being able to use for heavy iron sights.
Mhm.
Get the smallest coil you could get.
Yeah.
And I pulled many a relic out of that, standing right next to somebody else using a 11-inch coil.
Right.
I just would be able to find it in the iron. I just love that detector. But we've got some questions on here. This is from Paul Casper, and he's, I guess, asking each one of you, what's your oldest find?
Well, mine right now is an 1876 heated dime.
Oh, that's cool. Gold silver.
Yes. Yeah, I found that underneath a sidewalk. It was an old town out in South Dakota. The county seat was digging up the sidewalk around Courthouse Square. And I asked the boys if I could get in there metal detect, and they said, sure, just don't mess with anything we've already done. The sidewalks were up, and I went through the whole sidewalk bed, didn't find much. So then I start running the coil, half in the bed of the sidewalk and half against the wall. I got a good chirp, and I dug her out probably about 4 inches down and about 3 inches down inside the wall.
Jeez, nice.
Yeah.
How about you, Kathy?
Mine was a recent find. I found a 1911 Barber half.
Oh,
And it was my first silver coin ever. So I was kind of floating on air that day.
That's a nice big silver find. That's a do the happy dance for that. Cool. Yes, for sure. And you, Tom?
The oldest thing I ever found was an 1883 Indian head cent. It was in really good shape. So.
Yeah, some of those come out of the ground. I'm amazed that the ground doesn't tear them up.
Well, this was 7 inches underground, and there was a baseball-sized rock about an inch above it. So,
yeah,
no chemicals got to it.
Yes. And you guys?
Well, for a coin, I think it was in 1908 Barber dime, and then. But for a relic, it was a bucking ball at Digstock. So
nice.
Revolutionary War, early Civil War.
And then actually mine was at Digstock also. I was using my Equinox and Steph Diggs when they were there. I actually had her tune my machine in, and I actually found right after that Indian. It was a 76, I believe.
Right, or 1876.
1876, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Really cool. So I guess it paid to go to Digstock.
Yeah, it was fun. I tell you, the best part of the whole thing was hanging out with these guys.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And you too, Jeff.
Yeah.
You charge us $5 a photo.
Oh, man. I thought I was going to get an autograph out of that. It's like, no, it's $5 just to meet the man.
That's right. But I kept it.
I know you did. Yeah, my life has not been the same since meeting Jeff. It's just.
Well,
yeah, did you see her push those people down when I said, Kathy, Jeff's over here? She knocked him over.
I know.
We all have our cross to bear. Yeah.
So you guys, the Trumbull group has a hunt coming up too, right?
They've got, let's see here. I know they're talking about the getting one going here in August, like I said, a seated hunt. A lot of our hunts are pickup hunts. If it's a nice day and we're between meetings, we'll just get on the phone, start calling a few people, go, hey, beautiful day to go out and hunt. What are you up to? Where do you want to go? You want to go up to the North Coast and hit Lake Erie, or you just want to hit a park? And
yeah, the five of us get together quite a bit, and with some of the other members of our group also. We just, like you said, like a pickup hunt. We just get out and we hunt whenever we can.
Well, cool. Yeah, I got a letter from Donald Gray, and he was saying you guys are going to do a seated hunt.
Yes, yeah, he's one of the admins with the club, one of the co-chairs. Yep.
Okay, cool. So I'll have to send you guys some stuff for sure.
Hey, we love that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So and surprise token, some of my tokens.
There you go.
I'll have to send
one of those.
Hey, and it looks like we have the same question here by two different people. Jeff from the Mumbles Man, he always asks the same question.
He is. He's got a one-track mind.
Their most unusual find, and so did Robert Ridgway.
Yeah, well, they know each other, so that answers that question.
Yeah, they want to know about your most unusual finds.
Wow.
I don't even know. Wow.
Well, mine was when I first started hunting. The first summer I was hunting, I was on a beach with about 4 other people, and I'm just learning how to use this stuff. Like, I got to say, no, I dug it. It was it was about a half-inch long white round piece. I hit it with a pinpointer, it beeps. So I put it in the finds bag. And like everybody says, don't throw if you don't know. So I got home and I'm cleaning it all up and I'm looking at it. It was the fang tooth off of a person's cap. It was their cap. That's why it was beeping,
That's
because
unusual.
whatever they make the silver part inside with.
Yes. We'll find those sometimes in the Gulf. We'll find the silver caps or we'll find gold caps.
Yeah, the crown,
And the grills.
Crown.
the
One
gold grills
thing
are
I'll say
good.
real quick, for Jenny Cooper, Jenny, this is the email up on the screen. After you have subscribed on YouTube, mash the bell and ask for all notifications. Then you send me an email at treasuretalkshow@gmail.com. That way I can go and check and make sure everything's fine, because that will give you notifications when I put up an entry video, which I will do tomorrow for next week's show. So then all you got to do is follow the directions, and you never know. You might win something really good. I know you said you wanted a Garrett AT pinpointer. It's on your Christmas list. You never know. You may win one soon. So you never can tell. So that's all I needed to say.
For sure. And for you folks out there, also hit that thumbs up on if you're on YouTube. I don't know if there's a thumbs up on Facebook or not, but that'll help us out. Hit the thumbs up that you like the show for sure.
And speaking of like gold, we've just started doing some panning and some gem prospecting. I don't know if everybody's into that, but we joined another club and it's been amazing. And actually, that's where we met Jenny Cooper, who's asking you questions. But that's what's nice about this too, because when we started getting into it, which he really wanted to start getting into that, we were in Georgia and we stopped at that Chris and Mine, and we were able to buy the pay dirt and got some gold pay dirt and we got some gem pay dirt. And that really just sparked a whole new passion, especially during the summer, because a lot of it's done in the water in our area. And this club actually has claims, and we got to actually camp there this weekend. The weekend before, they actually had a huge event, and they had tons of giveaways. They had tons of Garrett stuff, the diggers, bags, swag bags. I don't have them hanging in here right now, but it was amazing. I highly recommend joining a club. The people that you meet are amazing. You get to go in different areas everywhere. Like I said, there's, I think, 3 or 4 claims in Ohio that we get to go to, but they are all over the U.S. too. So, I mean, join a club. You will learn a lot. You will make new friends. And it can cost a lot of money to buy all your gear, but you really don't need it all. Like, you could just, make use of strainers at home. I mean,
or a $14 pan. It doesn't take much.
It's a lot of fun. I'm going to get these guys going with us too.
All right. Well, Sam and Jim, you didn't answer the other question. Which was your weirdest find?
Unusual find.
But mine's similar to Tom's, but mine was a canine cap. It was down at Virginia Beach, and it was a cap off a canine tooth off a dog. So
We lost somebody.
Yeah,
Jim and Kathy.
lots of acorns.
I'm still here. I hope
You did good.
Phil must have hit a button.
Phil hit a button.
No, Jeff's got all those files.
There they
There
are.
we are.
Hey,
Tom
They just
just
didn't like
wanted
the
underneath the
location
Myers
there.
banner.
I'm trying to tell you something.
Tom wanted under the Myers banner.
Yeah. Good place to be.
He's on top now. He's on top.
He's on top.
I'm top dog.
All right. It looks like we got a question here, Jeff, from Paul Casper. He says, I got an accessory pack with my Simplex Plus detector, but the fines pouch belt is too small. Does anyone know if I can get a bigger belt for it or an extra piece to clip into it? Garrett has an extra piece for big guys like me, but I don't know if the Simplex folks do. I'm going to have to check into that. Paul, just text me or email me, flphil@me.com, and I'll check into that tomorrow. Because I may have a bigger belt that'll work on that pouch.
Yeah, you never know. You never can tell. If Phil ain't got it, you don't need it.
That's
don't
it.
Right.
And I see, Jeff, you've got the banner up. Does that mean we're giving something away?
Yes, we are. But I had one comment that, we never asked Kathy what her weirdest find was, but we know it's sitting next to it.
Hey,
That's
Yeah,
very
let's
true.
answer that question because
That's
people ask
exactly
that
what
all
I
the
was going to
time.
say.
Let's do a little giveaway. As you know, on Treasure Talk, we try to give something away every week. We don't always accomplish that, but we try to. So this week, we're going to give away another wonderful Myers swag pack. And trust me, that is something that is highly desired. There'll probably, if there's any of those wonderful calendars left, you'll get those. You'll get the
I
coveted
may have one
oh,
that.
I've got my treasure
Treasure
dog.
taco.
coveted towel.
Yeah, you'll get this book here too. This book is nice.
I want
Yeah,
the book.
that book, coin book, and you might get a cap and
You just never know what's going to be stuffed in that envelope.
you might get a T-shirt.
Something ran out of our last box. We still haven't caught it.
If Sam will stand up and she models the Myers
There
T-shirt,
you go.
pretty good too.
Nice. Yes.
We get
The hats are really nice.
So, as with everything on Treasure Talk, you have to be a member. If you're not a member of, you can be a member on Ask to Join on Facebook. And you can enter there, or if you want to watch on YouTube, you can become a member on YouTube simply by subscribing, ringing that little bell, asking for all notifications, and then sending me an email at treasuretalkshow@gmail.com, letting me know that you did. That way I can always check and find to make sure that everything is fine. And then every day, time when I post a video, an entry giveaway video, you just follow the instructions. And enter the phrase that I tell you, and then every Monday night at 6:30 sharp, we close the entries. I draw the names in my random name picker, and I draw the name of the winner and some alternates. But you have to be tuned in to win because you see my phone number is up on the screen. Once I call the name, you'll have 3 minutes to text me with your name. You must include your name and that you are here. Then we'll go from there. So the phrase that you had to enter for this week's giveaway is Myers Metal Detectors, #1 dealer in the country for a reason. So somebody's texting me and I haven't even called them.
They always
Stop it,
do
Jim.
that, Jeff.
It's not Jim this time.
I haven't even,
I got you on speed dial, buddy.
That was
So,
pretty presumptuous.
anyway,
Tom.
the name of the person that needs to text me with their name and they're here to win is Denise Marks. You've got 3 minutes to text me with your name and you are here for the wonderful Myers swag pack.
And I just approved somebody. I think it was Jenny
Jenny, yeah, she said she
was waiting for approval. So while Jeff was doing that, I approved her on Facebook. So who did we say won, Jeff? I wasn't paying attention. Who was it?
Denise Marks.
Denise Marks. So
Well, while we're doing that, there's a question for you, Phil, a tech question.
uh-oh.
Oh,
What do you recommend for a beginner but want to look for silver and gold? Some detectors do not recognize gold. Why? And all the detectors I sell will detect gold, but gold also falls into the same spectrum with aluminum pull tabs. That must be what they're thinking. It won't separate just gold. You're going to dig everything that detects in that same window, which is going to be small bits of aluminum, small pieces of brass, and gold all in the same part. Cancel, everything is going to get that. If you're wanting, it depends on what type of detector you're wanting for a beginner. For an adult beginner who wants to hunt the beaches, I would say a multi-frequency detector works best, especially here in Florida, like a Legend. If that's too much, not in your budget, then a Mind Lab. I forgot the Vanquish series.
That was good. Vanquish, good machine.
Yes, the Vanquish series would get the job done. Just it's not waterproof. Now you could do it with the other detectors with a single frequency detector, but that would take a little more work. Like a Simplex or a MindLab Xterra Pro. But I think it's just too hard being single frequency. You have all that salt in the water, and I wouldn't recommend doing that. I do have customers who do it, have no problem. Same thing with the Garrett AT Pro. Go hunt with those on the beach. I just did not like that experience myself.
And another thing that they do, Phil, I know we've talked about this a number of times, is don't start discriminating out a lot of stuff.
Yes.
People say, "Oh, well, I hate digging pull tabs.
Mhm.
Notch them out." That's when you knock out gold, probably good old nickels, and a bunch of other stuff. So you got to pay your dues in this hobby. You're going to have to dig a lot of trash to get the gold. So don't be notching a bunch of stuff out.
Yeah,
all that does is eliminates all kinds of good targets.
I went out to South Dakota to do a big show out in Sioux Falls, and I took a bunch of my finds, and a lot of us were showing off the finds. And one guy come over and was looking at all my pull tabs and all my nails, and was laughing. And I had a big pile of nickels, and he goes, "How do you dig all your nickels?" I said, "Well, let me see what you've got." And went over to his table, no nickels, no nails, no pull tabs. And I said, "I don't see any pull tabs." He goes, "No, I discriminate those right out. There goes your nails. There goes your pull tab. There goes your nickels. There goes your rings."
And that's the guy you want to hunt with and follow behind.
Yeah, that's it. Follow right behind him.
So we've got another question from that Facebook user. I don't know who they are. They might put their name in so we can address them by their name. Do you wear headphones set? That's up to you, but I always recommend wearing headphones. So you hit those little slight whisper signals. That's where a lot of times where the real good stuff is. The headphones block out all the extraneous noise.
Mm-hmm.
Very confusing. Plus all the people trying to go, "What did you find? What's your best find?"
What?
Yeah. So my recommendation is yes, get some headphones if you're going to hunt the beach. Even if you're not going to get in the water, it's best to have waterproof headphones.
It is.
And a waterproof detector. It's worth the extra money.
Yeah, I would second that. A waterproof detector and waterproof headphones. I always wear headphones. I tried to go without headphones one time with my granddaughter on the beach, but I couldn't hear the noise of the detector. So if you're hunting without headphones next to the beach, next to the water, you're not going to be able to hear the target. And
the other thing about wearing headphones is it makes your battery life last longer. The speaker sucks more power than the headphones. And also, like the other day, there was 9 of us at a park. You're going to irritate a lot of people with all these noises coming out of your detectors.
Yes, for sure. Absolutely.
And also,
And I like the volume controls on mine. I can tune Tom right out, and I could be 50 feet away from him and can't hear him.
and also with that one person that wanted to know for a detector, that's where joining a local club is great because they know the mineralization of the soil. They know what type of detector you really do need. And then after you figure that out, they'll even let you test some and, talk to multiple people because everybody will give a biased opinion on it. And then get hold of Phil.
Absolutely. Hey, and I just saw a comment that Brad Wilson put on. He says he uses the Xterra Pro with the 15-inch DD coil, and he says it's awesome on the beach. So he must have the Xterra Pro and the Coil Tech 15-inch coil on it.
Yeah, so we do have our winner, by the way.
Oh, do we?
Congratulations.
So Denise, what you need to do is you need to send an email. As posted here on the screen, treasuretalkshow@gmail.com. Your name, address, phone number, and shirt size, please. And as soon as we get that, I'll get it down to Phil, and we'll get your prize out to you.
Absolutely.
Congratulations, you're going to like it.
Yeah, they will like it, guaranteed. We have a guarantee on that.
That's right.
And I'll ask each one of you, and I'll start with Tom. Tom, why should somebody join Metal Detector Club?
Why? Well, I took and I couldn't find anything when I first went out. First of all, I didn't realize the detectors were as involved as they are somewhat. I didn't realize that the target was as deep as it was. So I'm digging, and I didn't realize I had to dig down 5, 6, 7 inches sometimes. I didn't know how to use my pinpointer. I had a bad quality pinpointer. It was the Whites, but it was that Whites 120 model, which reaches about a 1/2 inch. So you got to be right on top of the target.
That's the one
in
Tom
there.
gave to me.
So when I joined the club, the first outing they had, I hooked up with a guy that I could watch him. He was, beeping, digging, find everything. So him and I hooked up, spent a whole day. I went from finding one target out of 20 holes to finding 19 things out of 20 holes because he taught me and let me borrow some of his equipment. So that's why I bought the Carrot off of you, and I have a White's TRX and other stuff. But he's been doing it since '72. And then, like Jimmy said, you get people they want to teach you, they want to show you and stuff. But I'm not a club guy, but I am happy I joined that club. That's why I jumped in with the other one over here, the Trumbull. It pays dividends that you'll never believe. Plus, like we all said, I feel like I've known these people for 20 years, not just 1 year.
Okay, awesome. Okay, and you, Jim and Kathy?
Well, I'll go back to being out in South Dakota. It was just me. No one around me had metal detectors. Like I said, I had to go to Sioux Falls, an hour north, to hear from anybody that did detect. Get back down into this area and find out that not only one club but two. It was I liked it because I got to help all the new people coming in.
Yeah.
What do you suggest? And of course, there's the whole plethora of questions you have to ask them in order to qualify them into a detector. You don't want to stick them in a multi-frequency machine and just blow their minds, and they're throwing it down in a week, and and getting upset over. And then plus, I had a blast getting her into it, but now she's doing the happy dance and skunking Mike behind every time we go now.
Well, I like the club. Well, to meet everybody that has the same interests that we have is, really great. But when I was looking for a new detector and I was asking some of the older members of the club, or the not older, but maybe had done this for a long time, what detectors they used, what they would recommend for me as a beginner, they all these guys ran to their cars, got their detectors, brought them all into the meeting, and they all turned them all on and showed me. They let me swing them. They let me pick them up. They told me pros and cons of all these different detectors so I could choose the one that I wanted to buy. I ended up getting the Legend, but that's how wonderful they all were, to help a new, a newbie out,
Sure.
like me.
Absolutely. And you guys?
When I started, I had no idea where I was even allowed to dig. So I figured I'd join the club, and then I met these guys, and it's just been, like nonstop. And hopefully we can actually get a trip planned over to the UK or to Scotland next year.
Cool.
I'm looking forward to it.
That's
we
awesome.
got some guests coming up that can help you do just that. So
Yes, we had some. We got more coming for sure. And you, Sam, you like the club?
I love the clubs. I too didn't even know what I was doing, and I was almost to the point where I was going to give up on my machine even.
Yes.
And they really helped me out a lot. And we started doing this together. We really wanted to join a club that people were actually going and digging, and we could all get together. We really wanted to get a group.
Yeah.
And that's what we found. It's been amazing. It's been wonderful. These guys, like I said, are like family to us, and we go out to dinner all the time, and we're having a pig roast. All these guys are coming to our pig roast. It's going to be amazing. I could one up you.
Uh-oh. She got one up.
It's turning into pet hour, but I think our hour is just about up, isn't it?
it is up. And the thing of it is, Sam, if you could just get Jim McCord to pick up the check once in a while, it'd be all right.
Exactly. I'm glad somebody else.
He picks it up and he hands it to you.
That's right.
Wait a minute.
Well, it's
Oh.
time to say good night.
Yes, it's time to say good night. So I want to thank you guys for coming on here with us and sharing your experience with the Trumbull Treasure Hunting Club. And I want to thank you guys. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Jocelyn, for helping me. And thank you to all the Treasure Talk members. And we'll see you next week for sure.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Jolie.
Happy hunting, everybody.
I just sent you Denise's information. You have it. So Denise, Phil has your information. You might get your stuff in the mail tomorrow. You never know. So we want to thank everybody. Jim and Kathy, Jimmy and Sam, and Tom, thanks so much. It was our pleasure to meet you guys at Dig Stock. We had a blast.
Yes,
We did.
And
Come up and dig with us.
a good time on the show tonight. I know everybody's been enjoying your company and getting to meet you. So hopefully we'll get to hunt together again soon.
Come on up, Jeff.
Next week, Double G Diggs is going to be in the house.
Awesome. Gary Gross.
And
That's
he
great.
got to be a movie star.
He is. He is a movie star.
He is a movie star.
Yes, he is.
So, and a great detectorist and a real good friend.
Yes.
So we're going to be talking with Gary Double G Diggs next week. And there'll be a nice giveaway. Joe will want it. So
Awesome.
just keep make sure you hit that notification bell because I'll be uploading a giveaway video tomorrow. So
Awesome.
and that being said, Phil, thanks, my brother.
Thank you.
From another mother.
Thank you.
Glad Jocelyn is smiling once more.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna give her a glass of wine now.
I will give her a bottle. No ice cubes though, because new crowds are sensitive to cold.
Okay.
So just room temp. We'll be good to go.
Guys.
Thanks everybody. Happy hunting. Dig deeper.
Thanks,
We'll see
everybody.
you guys.
everybody.
Goodbye.
Everybody, have a good one.
You
Stay
know
well.
it.
You don't need it.
That's it.
Number one dealer in the country for a reason. 813-237-1939. If Phil don't have it, you don't need it.
Thanks for being there, Phil.
We'll see you guys.
Bye,
See ya.
guys.
Bye.
Yeah.